I can't get this camera right today. I can't get the. I don't know. I can't. I feel like if I move this way, this is the wrong way. Maybe that's why. But still, I'm over here now. Oh, who's that? Just waving to some visitors and a studio mate of mine. Hi. Anyway, wait, turn the light on. I don't know. Another day at the tower. Tower Power. Sorry for the delay. Not even like talking about anything. Um, let's go over here. This all seems wrong. I feel like I set the whole thing up wrong. Anyway, I wanted to make a correction to something. In regards to my movie, like if you even know what I'm even talking about. Anyway, like I rewatched one of my old films. I took two films and I put them together. I realized that main character, the main characters do meet in the movie and actually have a fist fight. You just have to watch it. Just look at Sons of Woodhaven, and you'll see that yes, everybody, those two movies are merged together. Anyway, whatever. What was I going to talk about? I was going to, every time my mood shifts every like 15 to 20 minutes. So, it's been busy. It's been a busy day here at the studio with my studio mates, and then whatever. And then I'm going through these, doing whatever I'm doing. They're doing what they're doing. Then we talk, and then I want to go to lunch, but then I got delayed. And then this person's talking about that. This person's talking about that, and everybody's like, you realize, when you're around other artists and you're hearing about different things, and then all my studio mates here are guys, so we have a lot of guy talk as well. And I remember also I posted something saying that I can't stand all my ex-girlfriends, which is true. But I miss their mothers more than anything. Because I was talking to a studio mate of mine, and he's back out on the market, and I was just like, yeah, getting back on the market. It's just like it's not so much meeting people and blah blah blah. It's just like I don't want to get wrapped up in somebody's family again, and I'm just like, yeah, that's and then realizing how many people's families I got involved in, and people you have Thanksgivings and Christmases with for years, sometimes. And holidays, holidays, Christmas and Thanksgiving, birthdays, and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you never see them ever again, and you gotta like de-socialize yourself from them and take them all the platforms, and it's just like, were they ever your friends? It's just like once you're not, it's like I'd rather be friends with all my ex-girlfriends' mothers. Like I wanted to call them, yeah, man, if they got single, I would go out with them. That'd be more fun. Because the mothers were actually nicer than the daughters. The daughters were all like, so the mother's all calmed down because she's already an older woman and she's seen things. So, and then get wrapped, So it's like it's not about whether or not you have a girlfriend or not. It's also that family again. The dads I never worry about. The dads are always like, they're like a lump, they're like a couch. I never met a guy that's like, hey, thank you for screwing my daughter. Like, I don't like you, boy. No, never happened. So it's like, so what do you want? Go to an orphanage then, if you want to meet someone without a family. Go to your local orphanage and then pick up someone, of course, yeah. Which is also illegal because they'd probably be a minor if they're in an orphanage. Nobody's, it's like none of these women are like in an orphanage like at in their early 30s. Late 20s. Let's go to the late 20s orphanage and find some females. There should be a bar named the Orphanage, Female Orphanage. I'll take you in. I'll adopt you. I'll take care of you. Not really. Anyway, what am I even talking about? This is what happens when you don't pregame. Because, like I said before, I make it a point to not come here with an agenda. I let things just happen. So that's why maybe the show is not that entertaining. And I don't do it for you anyway. Who are you? And people are like, they agree with me. They don't disagree with me. There's nothing to agree or disagree on. I'm just talking about my life and all my foibles and everything that I've been through. You know what I really want today is pizza. I can't wait to stop talking and eat pizza, but I'm going to give it my time. I'm going to be a patient man and wait for those nice triangular slices of heaven. So that's what I'll do. Just working on a couple of things today. Obviously, it's all absurd. Uh, I'm going to put up some other stuff that's just like, yeah, I found this. Yeah, I already put on my social media. I found this box from Remy Martin cognac, and I looked it up on the interwebs. This bottle of cognac that happens to come comes into this particular box I found. The cognac costs $12,000. $12,000. Now it's just like when I say regular bottle, I don't even know really what I'm saying. I'm going to just say 500 milliliters, just because 500 milliliters, probably less than that. But $12,000 for a bottle of cognac. And I was reading up about it. I'm not a big cognac person. It's like, well, some of it's aged very, it's very old, between 40 to 100 years old. They mix some cognacs together that are different ages. I don't know how it all works. And I'm like, wow. And the box alone is worth a couple of $100. And of course, they have the bottle empty. The empty bottle with the box I saw on eBay for like $350, $400. I'm like, wow, isn't it? What a sad situation to buy an empty bottle of alcohol. My God, you know how much alcohol I can buy that's in the bottle for that kind of money? Forget about that's being out of the bottle. So I found this box and I threw it up on eBay. I'll try to sell it for like $200. It's really messed up. I put a bottle of vinegar in lieu or in place of the cognac, which I find the cheapest bottle of vinegar in the most expensive case I can find. Wow, I don't get the irony in that, huh? I like that. I like the fact that my art is not hard to understand sometimes. It's on the nose intentionally, just so it's like, it's like being Carrot Head, except like a contemporary street artist, which is, if you don't know who Carrot Top is, I'm very surprised. He's that prop comic that I'm not sure if people loved or hated. Nice day here. I don't know. They told me it was going to rain. I don't want it to rain. It's April showers, May flowers. I guess that's how they learn it, huh? Jesus. Oh my God. Where were you on the night of the 15th? Yeah, that's too bright. I've been avoiding alcohol for the past week. And no, I'm not biting my fingernails until they look like shredded sausages, but whatever. Just things that just got too far last week. It's the malaise, and that's also, I don't know. It's like this is why people want to work from home. I was working from home, and you know what working at home means? It means turning your liquor cabinet into like an amusement park. That's why people don't want to come back to these offices, because they're all alcoholics. And they have to sober up, because man, I can't imagine sitting at home and working and not drinking to pass the time. It's completely crazy. I've never done a Zoom meeting or a Zoom call, but man, I can imagine just being like, I would just be completely trashed, and try to just keep a straight face like you're talking to a cop if you're talking to your boss. But that's as long as you just don't plots, I'm sure you'll be all right. Oh, I'm just bleeding out the time today. Yeah, we're at the marker though. We're almost there. I can always riff and riffing. I can always riff. Oh, it's a busy day today on my floor. Good, just they're avoiding my art, of course. Get away from my art. It's too weird. Yeah, I'm pretty much the weirdest artist you'll ever meet. They don't get weirder than me. That's why it's like I find a niche in this world where I can feel like I belong, and even they are like, You're too much, man. We're just artists. We just have imagination. What happened? Why are you crazy?" Anyway, Wrapping up. But now I don't know if I'm going to have to make nice and introductions with people now. And maybe I should have just had my pizza already. So this is what happens. You have to schmooze a little bit. We're all kind to each other here. So when somebody brings someone of note, we all try to like put on our, go on our best behavior and be nice. And make them look good, we look good. Because who knows when the next opportunity lies. All right. Later.